Yes, sir. We're going to be working on CAD 10, and we'll put the border, title block, and all that stuff in there. So what I did is I opened up the seed file, and then I do a save as. I called it CAD 10, as you can see here. And then I made the layer line the one I want to draw on, because the layer construction is just, you can't see it, especially on video demos. So we'll put layer line. All right. You see, I drew the top view, I drew the front view, and I drew the right side view as a scaffold box, and then so I could modify them. So I'm just going to copy. I mean, it's pretty easy. Offset 1. So offset that 1. I'm just going by the drawing there. Was that offset 0.625 for this that way? And then so I can trim that out. That goes away. That goes away. That goes away. A lot of different ways to draw. So there's not quite the top view, and the right side view is just a blank for now. Looks like this comes over 1.5 inches, so we do your offset 1.5. Like, again, offset's going to be your friend, and and that's 1 inch. So we're going to offset 0.5. Alright, so from there I'm going to draw 45 degrees, right? I find that intersection right there. Now I told you about this F9, or F10, sorry, the polar tracking. See, down here, that's toggled off, toggled on, and then if you hit the little down arrow button, you can draw whatever angle, increment you want. And there's other ways to draw angles, I'll tell you. I probably have to do it in person during a lecture. So it's 45 degrees. I got it set for 45. So if I draw a line from here, it should snap in at 45 degrees, right there. Boom. See? And if I draw this line from here, and it should snap in at 45, and that should be a 90 degree. That'll determine where that's cut off. So I trim that, and I can trim this. And I'm going to offset 1.5. And then I'm going to trim that off. See, offset and trim is what you're going to do a lot. Offset, trim, offset, trim, offset, trim. See, now that 1 inch, I got to bring that down. I'm just going to trim all these out. Do we need this? No. Do we need this? No. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. So there's that. I'm going to bring that 1 inch from here down. Make sure your ortho's on. If it's not on, turn your ortho. That's F8. All right. Draw another line here. This line from here goes up. Trim. 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 Let's see here. That goes trim here. Trim there. Trim there. And then I can draw this line. Trim. So offset, trim. Did I get it all? Are we good? Yeah, looks about right. Now we got to draw this view. So that's 5/8. So that'll be 5/8. So I can offset 0.625 there, and then this line from here goes to there, and then I can trim that out. There to there to there. All right. I can trim that out. I could just erase this. Make sure you save it. Control S. What else do we need? So that'll be a hidden line, X coming out. That'll be here. It goes down. So let me draw this line here. Right. Trim. Okay. I erase that. Let me trim this. Draw this line. Let me zoom in on this. Erase this. I'm gonna erase window. Yeah, let's erase that one a little bit. Now this so it's coming down, and that's cut in, that's cut out. So this line here from about, let me see where this line here is. Yeah. Trim that out. So this line here just goes to there. Let me trim that out. It comes down to there, it goes in, it comes down to there, it goes through, and that would be, this one's hidden. Let me erase this. Alright, so I'm going to click it, and then come up here and put it on the layer H. Now I want to talk about LT scale, and that one needs to be hidden line as well. But let me talk about LT scale. So LTSCALE. By default, it's a value of 1. Let's set it down to 0.3. And notice, see how fine those increments are. So this is a hidden line starting here to there. So let's make that hidden. I'm just going to use match properties. Once you already got one hidden line or one, you can go to match properties, pick this as the source, and then pick that up to match the property. Or I could change the layer. It's either or. So that one's from there that way. This one's from here in. And this one is flat across. So it needs to have a line. I'll go, instead of just drawing the line through, I can go from here and then I can go perpendicular to there. And then it makes it perpendicular. Alright, so that is there. Then this, yeah, from there, that would be hidden, wouldn't it? Alright, this line here would be hidden. So let me do match properties of this and that. Let's see, is this correct? I'm looking at the side view. There's the lid. This line. There's that one. There's that one. There we go. And that goes all the way down, so it will be there. And there's nothing there. It's solid. Alright, for dimensioning, well, let's bring in the title block and stuff first. So let's go to Insert, insert, and you go to blocks from libraries. And if there's nothing here, I have my title block text. We need to go to those three little papers there. See this icon? And select a folder or select a block. So we want to bring an A border. Open that up. And it's okay, there it loaded it. So we're going to take it and we just click it and drag it in. See? Just drag it in. I'm going to bring it over here. And then we want to bring in the title block text. Open that up. There it is. Now I'm going to take it, when you bring this in, bring it in, and then pick the lower right corner right there. And if you want to change this stuff in the title block, you have to double click on it. And it says who made, what is the title of the part? What is this, CAD 10? Who made the drawing? KRM, that would be me. The scale is full. The date is, I'll just go 10/1/22. Oop, let me, I didn't quite finish it. Let me double click on it. So, what is the date? What is the drawing? I'm going to call this 10/10. And that's it. There they are together. See, the title block text is the text for the title block, and the title block, or the border, is just the border. Now I'm going to go ahead and move. Let me close this out. Go ahead and move. Hit the little 4 arrow, see for us move, and I can just sweep it and select it. So you got to select both of them. Enter. And then hit the F8 off so I can move it around. And you see it's kind of tight on the border. Now we got to add dimensions here. So I'm going to move the top view. So I can hit the 4 arrow again, move, put a window around this. Make sure your ortho's on, and move it, vertically down. Then I can move these two, and move that down a little bit. All right, make sure you save it. Now let's throw some dimensions on. So let's see here, so you go to annotate, and we're going to hit the little flyout arrow. See that little flyout arrow? The standard, we're going to modify. Right now it's a 3-place decimal. We're going to change the primary units precision to 2-place. All right, now it's a 2-place. Close it. So and we'll just kind of copy the dimensions, but there's certain things. If I go to home, you see this one right here. You can do linear, aligned, angular, radius, diameter, etc., etc. So we do linear most of the time. Like this one, from here to here, there needs to be a 2-inch dimension. The 3.5, I'm going to go ahead and put these 1-inch. So you click here, click there, 1 inch. Click here, click here. Make sure it lines up. Make sure it lines up. You don't want to put this one, so I grip it and I can rip it. Don't do that. Make sure they're on the same. The 1-inch deep, so I'll go ahead and throw that one in there. We want to get that depth, so we want to go here to here, and then we can go here to here. Notice I'm not going to put this dimension here because it's right on top of that one. You want to stagger it so you bring it down a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on my line weights. Remember the 3 lines down here for a line weight? It shows the object line's thick and the border line's thick, but the dimension lines are still on layer line. I want to change those to layer dim. So I can grip them. I can grip all of them or just some of them. And then you go up here to layer, put it on a layer dim. Or D, I think they're the same. Either one. Notice they're blue. Isn't that good? So, let me see what else we got. We got the 1 inch. Now we got to do the 45s, 1.5. All right. And I may put a dimension over here. Probably will, like 1.5 tall. Try to put your dimensions in between the views when all possible. So I could go to, now this shows a profile better, so here to here, and then the overall could go from here to there. And they look blobby because they're on layer. So I'll go here to match properties and pick a dimension and then match properties. All right. Now we got to locate this as 1.5 inches. And then we can do the 45. See, we do angular. I'm going to click here, click there. Is it going to work? Probably not. Angular. See, if I do here to here, it's going to give me a 90. See, it does a 90. I need to do a line. Okay. So let's do this. This is kind of a bummer. Erase this. So erase the dimension. I'm going to draw a line from here up. And I'm going to move it off there. And I'm going to make it match properties. There. And then I'm going to throw an angular. Now see, now I can go here to here and put the 45 in. And then I can go here to there and put the 45 in. Now this match properties. So sometimes you got to draw a line to use as a reference. This little 1/2 inch, we got to put that one in there. So go back to linear. We go from this corner to this corner and drag it. One of the rules of dimension is don't dimension on the object unless you have to. And I am not going to dimension on the view. Just because it shows you on this drawing doesn't mean it's right. It's just a educational problem for you to solve. Turn my ortho off. So if I turn my ortho off, I can move my dimension anywhere I want. I grip and rip it. Makes it nice. All right. Notice you have gaps here, 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 here. You gotta have a gap. All right. What else do I got? I need the 3.5. I need that 1.5 inches. So let me put that one in there. Here to there. I'll put it here, and I'll go to the 3.5. We'll do the overall. Notice I'm not going to put the 3.5 here because it's right on top of the 1.5. You want to stagger them. Not going to put it way over there. Kind of here in the middle. Match properties. This, this, this. So I got my gap. Now this probably didn't have a gap. I could grip that and maybe move it down like that. Move the M so there's no gap there. I could probably grip this and move that to that endpoint, midpoint there. There. So it's one line, but there's a gap there. Okay. Are we missing anything? We got the 1 inch, 5 inch, inch, 2 inch tall. Oh, see, I got 2 inches twice, don't I? That's stupid. Don't do that. So this one's got to go. Always keep the dimensions in between. All right, and don't duplicate your dimensions. I think that's it. I think we got all the dimensions. So we got, you look at, and you think, well, why aren't these look like hidden lines? I'm going to do a regen. Yeah, regenerate. So is that right? Is that view right? Sometimes it's horizontal. Yeah. So it starts there, it's hidden, that line, it's hidden, and that one's hidden. There you go. So, yeah, there you go. That's CAD 10. And then we go to print it, and you can print it in class. It should be done. Why aren't we done?